Lunar Listening Station ASTERIA sleeps in dust. One console glows faintly. Clean beep cuts the silence. Too steady, too deliberate for background noise. Analyst Mara Keene checks the logs. The system insists the source is unknown. The printer spits one line. Received, tomorrow, 3:14 UTC. Mara freezes. Time stamps can arrive early, yet the ink is warm to the touch. She replays the audio. No static, just breath before each beep, like a throat nearby. Do not panic. Listen to the gaps. The room's lights dip once, as if the station itself just inhaled. She isolates the signal. The waveform shows pulses hiding between the beeps. Mara slows it down. The gaps form dots and dashes, primitive, intentional code. Translated, it becomes coordinates pointing inside the station's own hull. The display flashes, origin, local, and the antenna motor twitches once. Mara opens the floor panel. Dust blooms like smoke over bundled fiber lines. A tiny status LED blinks beneath the deck. New hardware that isn't on any manifest. She touches the casing. It's cold, but her headset catches a soft whisper anyway. Whisper is her name perfectly spoken, followed by one word, return. She backs away. The airlock at the far wall clicks, then falls quiet again. You will open it. You always do. Mara checks the station clock. It jumps forward 1 second, then corrects backward. The beep resumes, now matching her heartbeat through the suit monitor. She records a message to Mission Control. This is Mara from ASTERIA.
The uplink remains down.
Her outgoing packets vanish as if swallowed mid-flight by an invisible firewall. The printer answers for control. No one is coming. You are the loop. Mara stares at the airlock wheel. Paint scratches line up like fresh fingerprints. She tries a hard reset. Every monitor goes black except one already awake. It shows a live feed of this same room from behind her shoulder. In the feed, Mara turns her head 1 second before she actually turns. The feed overlays a timer +0:01, counting ahead with calm certainty. Mara follows the feed. It points to the deck device pulsing under the panel. She pulls it out, small, heavy, and sealed with a NextLab security tag. The tag date reads tomorrow. The serial number ends with her own employee ID.
I built it, you will too, don't forget.
She scans the device. The station labels it as Temporal Relay Prototype. Mara laughs once, thin and shaken, because the prototypes don't appear fully installed. The console prints a schematic she has never seen, yet her hands recognize it. The final line lands like a verdict. Step 1, open the airlock.
Mara refuses.
I refuse this instruction.
She locks the airlock controls and removes the manual crank. The beep stops. Total silence. Then a gentle knock comes from inside the door. 3 knocks, perfectly spaced, echo through the metal like a patient metronome. The monitor types, "Thank you, now you'll hear me clearly." The station speaker clears. The voice is older, hers, but worn down by years.
Mara, listen carefully.
Mara, don't trust what you see next. Trust what you remember.
I demand proof.
She demands proof. The voice answers with a memory no one else should know.
Her childhood lullaby plays distorted, then ends with a sharp digital hiss.
A signal can travel through time if it loops through pain. Mara's suit monitor spikes. The station dims again, feeding off the surge. The console shows a graph labeled Emotional Potential to Transmission Stability. The printer adds, "You are the battery you always were." Mara tries to cut power. The relay device stays lit, drawing energy from nothing. The feed shows her future self limping, blood on a sleeve, forcing the airlock. Future Mara looks into the camera and mouth.
It's behind you. Mara spins, only dust and shadow, yet the room feels suddenly occupied.
A cold line crawls across the observation glass like frost writing invisible words. Mara wipes it. The streak forms a symbol, a spiral inside a square. The relay beeps once. The symbol appears on screen with the label "Knot Key."
If you break the knot, tomorrow dies.
Mara opens the station archive. One file is new, stamped "Tomorrow," signed by her. The file title reads, "Asteria Incident Final Report, Do Not Publish." Inside a photo of the airlock, a silhouette stands where none should stand. The caption chills her. Entity first contact occurs when door opens. She considers sealing the station forever, then the relay prints one more page. If you don't open it, it says Control opens it in your place. The uplink finally lights one bar showing an incoming command packet. It's dated tomorrow and contains a single order: unlock airlock immediately. Mara blocks the packet. The station alarms scream, but no one is actually there.
I tried every version. This is the least deadly. For who?
The reply is a pause too long to be human.
Then deadly for the world you still think is safe.
She drags the manual crank back to the airlock, hands trembling in low gravity. The camera feed returns. It shows the door opening slow before she moves. Mara stops. The future feed stops too, like a mirror waiting for permission. The relay prints "Say the word again" to continue.
Again, the relay hums. The station has lights stabilize. Mara whispers.
Good. You remember the trigger. Now remember the rule. Never look directly at it through glass. Mara glances at the observation window. Frost thickens, hiding what is beyond. She rigs a camera drone to face the airlock, sending video to her wrist display. The drone feed shows the door seam vibrating like pressure building from the wrong side. Mara keeps her eyes on the wrist, breathing slow, counting beeps. When it speaks, do not answer with your real name. Mara turns the crank, metal groans, and dust rises in a slow-motion halo. The latch releases with a gentle click, too gentle for something that should be sealed. On the drone feed, darkness leaks in thick like ink, pooling on the threshold. A sound arrives, not a voice, more like language trying to become sound. The relay beeps an answer. The language suddenly aligns into recognizable cadence. It speaks Mara Keene.
Mara Keene. Call me Echo. Echo.
The entity pauses as if tasting the false name, then repeats it softly. Echo.
Good, now ask it why it sent the signal. Why tomorrow? Why here?
Mara asks through the mix steady, why tomorrow? Why here? The entity answers with images on the drone feed. Earth cities dimming, then going dark. We warned you. You built the door anyway. The relay prints IT is not coming in, you are going out. Mara backs away from the threshold. Her suit tethers snakes behind like a lifeline. The entity's shape forms only as absence, stars missing from the darkness it wears. It can't cross unless you carry it. Don't carry it. The station clock jumps again and the airlock opens a fraction wider by itself. Mara slams the crank. The door resists, like hands on the other side are holding it. Her wrist feed glitches for one frame. The entity looks like her face, smiling wrong. The printer screams paper. If it wears you, it enters through trust.
You must send the signal back now before it learns you.
Mara rushes to the console. The relay port waits, shaped for her gloved fingers.
She plugs in the system, asks for an emotional key, and starts reading her pulse. The waveform becomes clear. The beeps are her heart recorded, then returned. To warn yourself, you must become the message.
Don't open the door. Trust the gaps. Use echo.
Mara records a short warning. The relay rejects it, too calm, then spikes her fear with a sudden airlock bang.
Her breathing sharpens. The relay stabilizes, greedily locking onto the panic.
The console displays transmission stable, scheduled tomorrow 0314. She realizes the cruel design. The system demands distress to send truth. Mara steadies herself, eyes closed, forcing terror into a controlled, focused beam.
Mara, you are hearing this because you survived.
The relay accepts it. The beep returns clean, steady, like a signature locked in time. The airlock rattles. The entity listens, now responding to the station's new rhythm. The older voice warns, it learns patterns. Change the pattern, make it follow.
Mara modulates the beeps, embedding false coordinates into the gaps.
The drone feed shows the darkness lean curious toward the new, tempting path.
The relay prints a route. Guided to the antenna shadow, trap the knot. Mara grabs the drone and moves toward the antenna access corridor, tether trailing. She keeps the entity attention with beeps like a lullaby for a hungry mind. Behind her, the airlock opens another inch, silent like a smile widening.